Hello. It is, what's today? Tuesday? What's the date today, Shyla? March 15th. And I wanted to come on here and give you guys an update. I went for my checkup. I went yesterday for my port checkup, and they checked everything. It healed wonderfully. And she said, I'll see you when it's time to take it out. So that was a good thing. If you've ever had a port, it's like wonderful because they just plug you into stuff. Like you don't have to get poked anymore, which is fantastic. And then today I went to go see my doctor, my oncologist, and he's just been checking on me every week, checking in how I'm feeling, how the meds are making me feel, everything that's going on. And I did not lose any weight this week, which was the first time in months that I have not lost any weight. So that's a good thing. And my blood pressure is normal, which is a fantastic thing. I have had a little bit of dizziness when I stand up. So when I change positions, I told you guys about that. I think I have a little bit of just kind of dizziness when I first stand up, and then it goes away. So I just have to stand up, stand there for a second, kind of like if you've ever been pregnant, you have that weird kind of dizziness when you stand up. So it's the same thing. It's not consistent. It's not all day. It's not every single time. And so he said basically it's probably just my body adjusting to the blood pressure meds, because that's when it started. So yeah, we're just kind of keeping an eye on that. I have a blood pressure cuff. I take my blood pressure every day, and it's back to normal. Thank you, Jesus, because I've never had a blood pressure problem. So that was like, whoa, what the heck? So that is a huge thing. And, right away he says, any diarrhea, any redness of the hands? Do you have any side effects? What's going on? And I'm like, no. He goes, let me see your hands. I showed him my hands. I'm all, no. So, and I told him, just the cold sensitivity when I touch freezer stuff. Other than that, nothing. And he was like, really? Nothing? Okay, well, this is like the last day, so you're good to go. This is the worst of it. And I'm all, this is the worst of it. And so it's so awesome to just see the Lord moving in all of this. It's been incredible. It has more been me changing than, like, oh my gosh, I have cancer, I don't have cancer. Like, that's the thing, is I was diagnosed with cancer. This is just a journey. And I love the fact that I'm changing from the inside, and it's just a miraculous thing. I have to share with you guys, and I don't know how much I shared about this before, but forgive me if I'm going over it again. But I was walking down the alleyway a few weeks ago, and probably about a month ago. I think it was like on the beginning of this journey. And just walking down the alley, going to handle a couple of things, and I started praying, and I started taking authority over cancer, over side effects, over all of it, because I'm just not. Like, I was born healthy and whole. I was created in God's image, and He made me fearfully and beautifully, and that's where I stand with this. And so that's how I was praying. And as I was praying, it occurred to me that He breathed life into me when I was first created. When I first, any kind of inkling of anything came from God, and it was His breath that breathed life into me. And so I just started thanking Him for that. Like, wow, Lord, it was your breath that breathed life into me, and it's your breath that sustains me. And I instantly saw this picture of, the only way I can describe it is like pixie dust, okay? So that's kind of how I saw it. But instantly just saw the Lord's breath encompassing, enveloping, penetrating every cell of my body. Every cell of my body. And I was like, wow, it's like, if you've ever had those moments with God, it's like split second, but it seems like it takes a long time, but it's literally a few seconds. And I was just like so amazed by just that picture of just understanding what his breath can do. And then I thought about it and I was like, man, if his breath can do that, imagine what his touch can do. And I thought about the story of the woman with the issue of blood in the Bible, and how she reached out and touched the bottom of his robe, the hem of his garment, and that was a touch, and she was instantly healed. Like I can imagine she felt the power of the Lord just go through her body. So incredible. And so anyways, not last Sunday, but the Sunday before, I was supposed to share that, and I didn't. And I knew I was supposed to share it, and I was like, yeah, maybe I'm not really hearing that. Maybe I'm not really, maybe it's not for everybody, whatever, right? And so Sunday or Saturday night, I went to bed, and I was literally kept up for a little over 3 hours. And I could not go back to sleep until I finally said, okay, Lord, I will text my pastor and let him know that I'm supposed to say this. And then I fell asleep. So, and I kept hearing over and over again, you need to say this. And so anyway, so I woke up early that morning and I texted my pastor and I told him. And so when I got to church, because he's super busy and I know what that looks like, I just went up and talked to him and I said, hey, that's the text I sent. I feel like I'm supposed to say this. Let me know what you think. And because, let me just say really quick, you absolutely check things, right? Does it align with the Word of God? Is it from the Lord? And he's my spiritual leader. He's one of my spiritual leaders. So I, go to him. What do you think? And so anyways, he asked me to get up and share that because during the worship service, he said he got confirmation that, yes, I was supposed to say something. So I got up and shared what I just told you about the breath of the Lord. And I was like, okay, Lord, this is growing me. Like, this is stretching me. This is putting me out of my comfort zone, right? So then I went to the hospital yesterday for my appointment, my port check. And this lady in front of me was taking forever to get out of the car. Okay, and if you have any driving issues like I do, I'm just like, come on, let's go, let's get going. And I didn't, I just waited and watched her walk over. And when I walked up to the hospital, she was standing there with about 4 other people that were just crying. Like, you could see the grief on their face. And I just thought, wow, that's, they're going through something. Somebody's probably dying. It's a hospital, not a far-fetched assumption. And so I went into my appointment and came out. And as I was walking, I hadn't gotten to the doors yet, but as I was walking to the doors, I heard, pray for them. Okay. And I knew what that was. And so I got to the door and I looked over, and now instead of 4 people, there's about 20 people. And I was like, wow. And again, I heard, pray for them. That didn't mean walk away and pray for them. That meant go pray for them. And I was like, really? Really? So I walked up to this stranger and I said, hey, you don't know me and I have no idea why you're crying, but can I pray for you? And she was like, yes. And so I ended up praying for them, and they were so thankful and so appreciative. And a man that was standing there is like, I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. I share that not to, I don't share any of this to say, oh, look at me, look what I'm doing. That's not why I'm sharing this. I'm sharing this because the Lord is humbling me and taking me way out of my comfort zone. And all it requires of me is for me to be obedient. That's it. That's all he asks of us, is obedience. It doesn't take a lot. Shyla and I were walking today, and this lady, where did she go? She was behind me a second ago. This lady was sitting there, homeless lady was sitting there, and I commented on her little flowers. She had flowers in her hair, and kept walking, and I heard, pray for her. And Shyla, what did I do? I went, because I knew what that meant. That meant turn around and go back and pray for her. And so I did. Shyla goes, what are you doing? And I just walked up to her and prayed for her and prayed with her. And she was so thankful. Was it weird? I mean, yeah, I'm walking up to a stranger. Hello, I'm walking up to a complete stranger and asking if I can pray for them. I don't know if they're believers. I don't know if they love the Lord. I don't even know if they know Jesus. I have no idea. But what I'm saying is, can I pray for you? Yeah, you can pray for me. It's obedience. The Lord doesn't require us to have bank accounts. He doesn't require us to have stuff. He doesn't require us to have an education or to even know the Bible inside and out. All he's asking is obedience. Just obedience. It's so simple. It's just obedience. It's just be obedient when I call. I will equip you. And this is what he says. I will equip you. I will give you the tools that you need. I will give you everything necessary to do what I ask of you. Just be obedient. And I have to say, like, it's getting easier. It's getting a lot easier. And I have asked the Lord, if you read the book of Samuel, Samuel was called 3 times by the Lord. Called his name 3 times while he was sleeping. And the first couple of times he was like, you know, he ran over to his authority figure and was like, are you calling me? And he's like, no, go back to sleep. And finally his authority figure told him, the next time that happens, say, yes, Lord, I'm listening. That's finally what I did. I said, Lord, just help me to be keen to your voice. Help me to know that it's you and not question it and just go. And it was funny because my oldest son, he was like, he's all, well, Mom, you wanted to be a pastor's wife. What did you think that meant? I was like, oh yeah. And so, but I want you guys to understand, it takes me out of my comfort zone. It makes me feel really weird and wonky inside. And it's very strange to do. I understand that. I totally understand that. And when my parents would do it, my dad, oh my gosh, he would pray for people like all the time in public, like at restaurants and stuff. And I'd just be like, cringing. Now I'm doing it. And I love it. I love it. And it's not because, again, please understand, this isn't look at me. This isn't like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm so special because the Lord is using me. No. No, that is absolutely not it. What it is I am just saying, Lord, use me. However you see fit, whatever you want to do with me and through me, go for it. Do it, because I'm willing. I'm totally willing to be used by you. And honestly, it's so freeing. Like, it takes me out of myself. You know what I mean? It takes me out of that weird kind of cringeworthy moment where you're just like, I don't want to do this. It totally takes you out of that. And so it's exciting for me. I'm loving this. I am loving this journey I'm on. I am loving the fact that the Lord is using me to share with people. This is not just for me. This is for everybody else too. And I say this all the time, but I want you guys to know how much you mean to me, how much I appreciate you, how much I appreciate the support and the love, and the I'm praying for yous, and the I'm here fighting with yous, and just all of that. Like, it means so much to me. It's mind-blowing. It's still every day. It's mind-blowing. And I can't wait. I can't wait till the end of this. Today was a huge step, a huge praise report. I literally have one more dose of my chemo pills to take tonight, and then I'm done with the first round of treatments. I feel great. I'm finally not losing weight anymore. Accidentally losing weight. Is that a thing? That's so funny. Yeah, I'm not losing weight in my sleep anymore. That's a good thing. So, you know, I am getting a little, you know, I'm getting my my winter paleness back, and would love to be in the sun, but I can't go in the sun. I can't go sit in the sun anymore. So that will have to wait until much later, until I'm done with the medication, because the medication makes me really sensitive to the sun. So I can't do that, and I miss it very much. I miss the warmth on my skin and the glow on my face and all that stuff. But I will have that soon enough. It's just for a time. So anyways, that is the update for today. I go for my iron infusion tomorrow. My second iron infusion. I feel so good. Like, I have so much energy. I feel so much better. We celebrated my friend's life on Saturday, and then I had a birthday party after that, and I thought I was gonna be like, you know, like just dead tired, and then going to church the next day, and I felt so good. So that is very encouraging to me, because I have not been that way. My daughter can tell you, where does she keep going? Oh, she's hiding in the blankets. Can you see that? Hi, La! All I used to do was sleep on the couch, huh? Like, just lay on the couch and do nothing, huh?
Yeah.
All the time, right? No energy?
Yep.
Yep. And now I have energy, so. Anyways, yeah, love you guys. Have a fabulous week. I will check in with you. I'm going to go see my doggies and my man this week. So I will check in with you guys and share with you guys how I'm doing and how I'm feeling. My daughter and my oldest son are going to go with me. So in case I need somebody to drive for me, he's there to drive home for me. But yeah, I'm excited. I get to go see my doggies, all my fur babies.